Hey everyone, welcome back to Llamas Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. Today's video we are focusing on items that you can use in the spring and in the summer. Let's start crafting. So I'm starting off with this, it's like a bowl. It came with a lid, but it's more like it's made with like a clay pot bowl. Anyways, I liked it. Going to color it. I'm going to paint it in this salmon coral, the whole entire thing. I also at the same time painted 3 styrofoam balls with moss. Next, what I'm doing is I'm taking a bunch of leaves that I have left over in my stash, and I'm going to glue the leaves all over the styrofoam balls. I did this to all 3 balls, and they all have different leaves basically. Didn't have enough of the same one, so I tried to use the same one on each ball. Blah. Now what I'm doing is taking some florals, and I'm going to, what I did is I cut them off, took them off their picks, and I'm going to glue them randomly around the balls. This one has purple and blue. There's one that has just white and another one that has just pink. Now what I'm going to do is taking a dowel, I'm going to push it through the big styrofoam ball all the way through and shimmy that all the way down. Then I take the medium-sized one and I do the exact same thing, pushing it through, shimmying, pushing it down, and then I put this last small one on top, but I don't push it all the way through. Taking a saw, I'm going to saw off part of the dowel because it's way too long. This was actually a curtain rod. It's basically a piece of a dowel. Then, taking some brown acrylic paint, I'm going to paint the parts where the dowel rods show it brown so that it looks a little better, more like a branch. I filled the pot with some rocks. Now what I'm going to do is take this little styrofoam part, dig a hole, and surround it with the rocks, making sure it stays in place. We're going to stick our topiary down inside it. Take some brown paper, put it on top, and then I take some decorative moss and put it all around the pot, just to hide that brown paper. Now, making a bow, we're going to, this is about 1.5 inch wide lace ribbon, lay it out as an awareness bow, and then I'm taking this purple with daisies on it ribbon, do the same thing on top. Going to tie it together with this ivy like string ribbonish stuff, double knot, a little bit of hot glue in between. I'm going to cut the ends on an angle. And then using that same ivy ribbon stuff, we're going to secure it to the topiary between the first and the second ball. And when that's all nice and secure, this project is done. I love it. Wasn't quite sure how it would turn out, but I love it. And I love that pot, the definition on it. Little ridges in the middle, super awesome. Next craft, we're going to make a wreath. I'm going to be using mini mums, some cabbage rose bush, just some mini florals, and chrysanthemums. And what I'm basically going to do, starting off with the roses, I'm going to just place them in all around. One thing I like about grapevine wreaths, you can just kind of push them in and they'll stay. And then on the back, what I do is I just take these ends and kind of feed them through and around to secure them a little bit more. And then I just continue along with all the other flowers. Trying to do what I do on the right, I do on the left. Some I clip down, some I don't. Next are the those ones. And some of these, I found the flowers a little too big. So what I did is you'll see here soon, I pull the flower head off, I'll clip the branch that it's on, and then I'll glue it back on into place on a smaller branch. It just seemed to be a little too high and out there, so I wanted to bring it down just a bit. And I just continue along with all the yellow flowers all the way around this wreath. Jeez. Then I found these nice purple flowers. I'm going to place 4 of them on. Bring in a little bit of color. I can't remember what these are called. The tag was gone. I add a few more roses down at the bottom. And then we make a bow. Taking this burgundy-ish bow ribbon, I'm going to do 2 loops and then cut off a piece for the tails. And then I take this gold and brown one, go around twice so there's 2 loops on each side, and do the same thing with this tail. Then, finding the center of them all, I cut a slit on either side, take some jute rope, tie a double knot in the back, fix my bows in the tails, and then we're going to use that jute rope to tie it on to the wreath. Using a little bit of hot glue in between my knots. Trim off the extra. I add a little more hot glue on top, and this wreath is done. These could be used for, spring or summer. I love them. So bright and vibrant. I'd like to thank everyone for watching and sticking to the end. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, like this video, and don't forget that bell. Wow, I'm having issues today. Have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.